It's 2024, a new year, and the start of a brand new series of angling adventures. Welcome to the Journeyman's Tales. Good afternoon, everybody, and a happy new year to you all. This is my first carp fishing trip of the year. It's the second week of January, and the temperatures have dropped considerably over the weekend. Last week I did venture out a couple of times to do a bit of day fishing for pike in the torrential rains with no luck, unfortunately. But the temperatures are beginning to plummet to kind of normal temperatures, really. I think they're saying they're low for January, but it's been a bit frosty. Fortunately, it's overcast, and it is desperately trying to snow at the moment. But I think we're sort of bordering on 4 or 5 degrees. I haven't checked anything. I think next week, as an alternative to come fishing, it's getting even colder. So I thought I'd jump in quickly before the water temperatures start really plummeting off, which presumably they will do the longer the cold snap lasts. And I think 1 or 2 might have come out over the weekend. The week before, quite a few came out. And we're back in the same swim, strangely enough. There is a guy off to my right, fairly close, and another guy's turned up since, down from him on the same bank. And I could have fished opposite, but quite frankly, there's a nasty cold wind blowing straight into it. And after the last trip where the wind was hammering in at me, I decided I didn't particularly want that because it's damn cold and the old bones suffer. So there we are. We've got all the rods out. This is my first cup since getting it all sorted. And hopefully something might turn up before dark like as in last time, but you never know. They are a strange lot of fish in here. They do seem to surprise me quite a bit, the amount they do come out. But there we are. Fingers are crossed as usual. I know it's no kind of plan, but fingers are crossed. Hope for the best and see where we go. I don't know if you can hear it, but I don't think they let the donkey out over the winter, but he's at it again. Cheerful chap. Let's hope he's not at it all night. Anyway, I will do another update on the Ridge Monkey bait boat. I did say that was going to be my final one, but to be fair to Ridge Monkey, I have to do an update later on, but I'm not doing it now. I'm going to finish this coffee, relax a bit, start making myself some tea before it gets dark. And, I'll see you then. Well, I don't know what that was, but the fact that the lead's still on tells me that wasn't picked up with the hook. So that was a heavy-duty liner. Anything picks that hook up and that lead's off, so... but at least there's fish in the area. Good morning. Nothing really to report for the night, other than the fact that it snowed, got incredibly cold. I don't know what the temperature was, but it obviously went into the minuses. And it was, I don't know, a bit like hailstone really. It was quite a granular snow, not the flaky stuff. And apparently they've now issued from the yellow warning to an amber warning, which is a danger to the elderly and those with respiratory problems. Happy days, eh? Let's hope it warms up for the rest of the trip, but it's not forecast to. It's supposed to be getting even worse. Talking serious minuses up north. Fortunately, we're not up north on this occasion. But I had the odd bleep on the right-hand rod again, much like last time, really. Put the tufty torch out there. No birds around. Just the odd bleep during the night. But 6 o'clock this morning, the bobbin did actually move up a little bit. Then the left-hand bobbin moved. So I put the kit on and went out, stood by the rod for a bit, and then it pulled up tight. Didn't do anything, didn't even bounce the front of the rod. And I thought, oh, bream attack. I couldn't leave it, so brought it in. And it just came in like a wet sack. You'd have said bream until it rolled in front of me. You'd have said bream. But it was obviously a very, very cold mid-double common. I didn't weigh it, and I just took a quick photo with the phone, to be honest, because my hands were absolutely frozen at that point. But it was a good way to start the day, and at least I've caught on this trip, so January and not a blank. And you could say possibly a snow carp, I don't know. So I'm going to warm up a bit with my first cup of coffee of the day, and I'll let you know exactly what I'm doing, but there's no surprises in any of it. And that, just a brief update on the Ridge Monkey boat. If it's that in the margins, it's going to be positively toasty out there in the deeps. Well, the plan of attack for this particular trip hasn't varied really much from the last trip, except that all the rods are on wafters. The right-hand rod and the middle rod are on the probate squid orange wafters, and as an alternative, the left-hand rod is on the very successful probate TT wafter. So I'm hedging my bets again, as always, a little bit, but two of the rods, that right-hand rod and the middle rod, are fairly close together. Well, in fact, they're all fairly close together, but hoping that this squid and orange is going to do it again. But they're not that far apart. If the fish are moving around just that little bit, they should be able to cover the three rods. But the baiting pattern is exactly the same using the boat. I'm putting out 3 balls over each rod, 3 balls of squid and orange over the right-hand rod and the middle rod, as you would expect, and 3 balls of the TT over the left-hand rod. Everything's been boated out. So a quick update on the boat. Well, I contacted Ridge Monkey in the new year, explained what happened. They asked me for proof of purchase and if I had any photographic evidence. Well, I've obviously got video. That's the middle rod, and there's no birds out there. But the bobbin hasn't moved. Where were we? Contacted Ridge Monkey. They asked for proof of purchase. Did I have any evidence, photographic or video? Which obviously I did, because you've seen it. And they very quickly replaced the damaged battery, the one that was full of water. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to use the boat really today. And they also provided some waterproof seals to go around the battery compartment. And although I'm not fishing a big chop, there's still water flying about. It seems to be working rather well. So I'm happy the way things are. I didn't really want to be buying batteries. It cost £100 for a pair of batteries. So I was happy that they replaced that one that was full of water. So everything seems to be working nicely, and full credit to Ridge Monkey. I mean, it's the 9th today. I wrote to him in the new year, or emailed him in the new year, and by Saturday the battery and the rubber seals had turned up, so I can't complain about their aftermarket service. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully it'll produce another one. I'm still getting these odd bleeps, but nothing to make me rush over there and strike. Not that I can rush anywhere at the moment. I've got so many bloody clothes on. I mean, it's hard enough moving around the best of times. I've got so much clothing on to keep warm. I can hardly get out of the chair. Happy times, eh? So it's just coming into the afternoon. I've been for a walk back to the van to get some more gas, give my legs a bit of a stretch. And I've just refreshed all 3 rods. The middle rod and the right hand rod have gone to where they were before, but the left hand rod I've put up a little bit closer to the island, up into some shallower water. Now the sun is absolutely baking down now, as you can see. I'm starting to strip off some of this thermal clothing because it's getting ridiculously hot. And the margin on my side has gone up 1.5 degrees in temperature, so I reckon possibly it could be doing that around the island. Anyway, we're going to give it a shot for a few hours and see how it goes. In the meantime, I'm doing 3 more rigs. So following the last trip where the boat was going out in choppy weather and the hopper was shipping a bit of water, this time of year when I'm using my bait balls, I don't really want a load of water starting to dissolve the PVA before they get to the required spot. So made a bit of a cover to go over the top of it all, and I'm just trying it for the sake of trying it because I don't really need it today because it's neither choppy or raining. I just want to make sure that it goes out, everything's dispensed properly and it comes back without flying off. Good morning, and it is absolutely Baltic out there, but as you can see from the top of the view, there's thick frost absolutely everywhere, and unfortunately, or predictably, no fish last night, not a single bleep. We've gone past bite time from yesterday, so I don't think there's anything else going to be happening. And yeah, giving it 48 hours. I've had one fish. I've only got one pretty grim photo of it, but at least I had a fish. I haven't blanked, which is what I wanted to achieve. I don't think I'm going to stick around for another night. The weather's just supposed to be getting worse and worse this week, and apparently even colder next week with snow being threatened. So we've given it a go. And as my old dad used to say, if you haven't got any bait in the water, you're not going to catch any fish. Well, I've done that. So I think I'm going to finish this cup of coffee and start slowly packing away. But as always, thanks for your company on the Journeyman's Tales, and I'll catch you all again soon. Cheers for now.